Ah, awesome. Dope. All right, there we go. I know nobody's here yet, but hello. For those of you when you do get here, if I can see anything. All right. All right. Let me see. So if you guys want to start asking questions, that would be super awesome. I'm trying to get it adjusted. Yes, Max Muncy, the All-Star. He deserved it. He shouldn't even have had to wait for this. He should have got it so much sooner. But I'm happy he's there. He should have made it way before. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people know just how good Max Muncy is. So give me one more second and we'll get this started. Oh geez. All right, so start asking your questions and let's get this going. Oh wait, no, we're doing this whole super white thing again. God, this lighting is so bad. Ooh, see, like that's so much better. All right, let me see. How will Jock do in the Derby? It's a good question. Jock kills it in batting practice. I've seen him hit it almost out of the stadium. So I think it just kind of depends. I feel like the home run derby is just based a lot more on stamina. When you're sitting out there and swinging a bat like that for 3-4 minutes straight and then have to go out a few minutes later, you get exhausted. So for me, that's kind of what it's going to be. I'm not sure Jock is in the best shape. So we'll have to see how that one goes for him. But I think I see him getting past the first round for sure. Second round, I don't know. There's some pretty big power hitters in there, but he has the ability to do it. So I expect to see him do okay, pretty good actually. He should do it. Will Pollock throw off the Dodger lineup? Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way for Pollock to come back and it not kind of shuffle things up. However, that's why Jock has been playing first base. By moving Jock to first base, they don't have to get Verdugo or Jock out of the lineup. When Pollock is back, they're not going to sit Pollock. Yeah, this isn't comfortable. We're going to have to just deal with a super white face. With Pollock coming back, so the outfield should be Bellinger, Pollock, Verdugo. I don't think Pollock plays left field at all, otherwise you'd leave Verdugo out there in center, which I would prefer. I like Verdugo's defense more than Pollock's that we've seen this year. But I think they're going to try to stick it out and keep Jock at first. With such a big division lead and the offense doing really well, I think to them it's worth kind of risking Jock making an error or whatever during the game. So we'll see. He should be back in Boston. We should be getting Freese, Seager, and Pollock all back in Boston. So we'll have our answer soon about how that's going to go. Thoughts on Bellinger becoming the first Dodger player to hit 30 home runs before the All-Star break? It's insane. I thought Bellinger would do really well. I did not see him doing this. 30 home runs before the break is crazy. I know Yelich has, I think it's 31, but Jock doesn't play at a hitter's park. Yelich does. So it's crazy because the thing is Bellinger's doing it all. Defense, speed, running out infield hits, doubles, home runs, all of it. So that's the thing with Bellinger is he's just a 5-tool player. He can do all of it all the time. And that's what I love about him. Do I have an extra ticket? No, I do not. I never have extra tickets, just mine. The Dodgers make it to the World Series. What team would you most be excited for them to face? I go back and forth. I think the Yankees would be a lot of fun. Their lineup would be pretty intense, but with our starting pitchers, I wouldn't be too worried. I think the Yankees would be a lot of fun, and part of me wouldn't mind seeing the Astros again to get revenge, but if we lost, it might kill me. So I don't know. I really don't know who I want to run into the World Series, but I think actually no, I would want the Yankees first because I think that'd be the most fun. It's going to be the Yankees or Astros. I don't see any other team at all getting through besides them. Yes, I do know Dodger films. I mean, not personally, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think Verdugo is going to shift over to left field most likely. I got Bellinger's jersey on today, so it's been hot right now, so I went with him tonight. Do you think anyone from the NL will give the Dodgers a problem in the playoffs? The Dodgers are weird. I don't think there's anyone that'll necessarily give them a problem. The only ones that actually really worry me are the Cardinals because of the history we have with them in the playoffs. Kind of stresses me out a little bit, but there's no reason a team in the NL should give us a problem. We should be able to dominate every single team in the NL. Sorry, they were doing BP. I was looking at something. But there shouldn't be any NL team. They've steamrolled the entire National League. We have 60 wins. I think the next closest is the Braves. They have 53, 54. So no, I don't really see a team being a problem. We just need to not beat ourselves. That's the only way we lose is if we beat ourselves. So if they keep doing this, then we're good. Thank you, Sylvester. Who's your favorite AL team? I don't have an AL team. If I did have to have one, it would be the Oakland A's. I'm a Raider fan. Also, I hate the Giants, which we all do. So I would go with the A's because they hate the Giants just about as much as we do. What are the best and worst places to sit at a Dodgers game? Do you have your favorites? Are you a Dodger fan? It depends. Are you a Dodger fan or a visiting fan? That'll make the difference in my answer. If the Dodgers trade for a bullpen arm, who would you want them to try to get? Oh, and to that question above, you said go Braves, so I'm assuming you're not a Dodger fan. I just realized you said that. I mean, if you have the money, you could always sit field level. Field level's good. But I kind of like Loge, which is the second level up, because field level's great. You're very close, but there's no really angle. You're kind of looking at everything straight on, so it's hard to read everything on the field, where Loge, you're up a little bit higher, so it's kind of the best. And I always think that you should always visit Top Deck if you've never been here, just to check it out. The view from up there is incredible. So it's very cheap to sit up there if you want to sit up there, but if you don't like heights and you don't like climbing up steep stairs, don't sit up there, because I see a lot of people freak out when they have to walk down those stairs. The Dodgers trade for a bullpen arm, who would you want them to try to get? Felipe Vasquez sounds pretty interesting. From what I read, it sounds like he's got a pretty decent contract left, so it wouldn't just be like a rental thing. So unfortunately, I don't pay too much attention to the other teams. I know, a little bad. So I don't have a great answer for you. However, I hear a lot of people talking about Felipe Vasquez, and so that sounds very good to me. So we'll have to wait and see. That and Brad Hand. They've been talking about Brad Hand, but I'm almost thinking Felipe Vasquez might be a better option than Brad Hand right now. Or it depends, because Felipe Vasquez is right-handed, I believe, and Joe Kelly's turning it around. Baez has been good, so maybe we do need that left-handed help. What do you say about Machado thinking the Padres will win a World Series before the Dodgers? I saw that on Twitter. That was pretty crazy of Machado to do that. I think he knew he was being recorded, and that's just not stuff you say. I would be pretty mad if one of our players said that. Vasquez is a lefty, so I guess that's all we're looking. Yeah, that's all we're looking for then, I guess. See, I didn't even know what hand he throws if I don't pay attention to other teams. So yeah, maybe it will be Vasquez then, which again, I wouldn't mind, because it sounds like he's got a pretty friendly contract. Yeah, Machado's pretty ballsy saying that, in my opinion. I don't know, you don't say things like that, especially when your team isn't even finishing above 4th place right now, or whatever place they're in. I don't even know where they're at. I could care less, but I think they're in 4th right now. And they have a young core. They're going to be good, but that's still a pretty stupid remark to make as a player. Like, I didn't like when Magic Johnson said it about us in 2017. He said the Dodgers are winning the World Series. Just not a big fan of that. If you want to say the Dodgers are going to make the World Series, fine, but saying they're going to win it is a little tough for me as a fan. So I don't know. I think Machado's stupid for saying that. I personally didn't hate Machado. I liked Machado a lot. But that kind of made me upset when he said that. Hi, Micah. You think Bellinger will hit another home run tonight? I don't think so. The guy on the mound tonight is the guy that for some reason dominates us. He's the same guy that said everybody hates the Dodgers, so everybody wants to beat the Dodgers. So I don't think so. For some reason, this guy does really well against us, and then he's just complete garbage against every other MLB team. So we'll see. I don't really see Bellinger taking him deep tonight. He's hit a lot of home runs, so I can't be that upset at him if he does. I'm not going to be upset at him at all. I just want to see him win. Should the Dodgers send Urias back to the minor league? No, I don't think so. Why would they? Just doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't make any sense. He's definitely good enough to be playing at this level, so sending him down kind of just seems like it would hurt the team more than anything. So no, I don't think they should. Will we take the series against the Red Sox? We should. The Red Sox are playing terrible right now. The thing is this team is a different team when they're on the road, unfortunately. But we should easily take 2 out of 3 games there. It shouldn't be a problem. And we should have our best pitchers out there because, I mean, it's going to be after AllStar break. So I'd imagine we see Ryu, Kershaw, and Buehler pitching. So we should win at least 2 of them. How do you think Kershaw will do tonight? I think he'll do pretty good. Trying to think. I don't know. I don't want to say he's gonna have a good night. I could see him giving up 2 or 3 runs, but he'll still look good out there. Kershaw's still very dominant. He's not the same guy, obviously, but he's still very good. So I think he'll go out there. He'll do really well tonight. He could go 6-7 innings and not give up a run, so that would be pretty awesome, like he did on his no-hitter anniversary. So we shall see. I think he'll do pretty good though. What are you most looking forward to in Boston? Just the city. I've never even been to the East Coast tonight, so I'm actually really excited to go there in general. But I think the first day we get there is Thursday morning. I think we're gonna go check Salem out, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm excited even just to walk around the city and check everything out. So been wanting to go there since I was like 10 or 11 years old, so very, very excited. What do you say to the people that think Yelich is MVP right now? Those are the same people that hate the Dodgers just because they hate the Dodgers. I could really care less what anyone has to say about Yelich. We all know that Cody Bellinger's the MVP right now, so people are haters. They don't like the Dodgers. They're always going to try to choose someone besides the Dodgers. So that's my opinion. That's all it is. Who is your favorite Dodger? Right now, it'd be Corey Seager. He's my favorite Dodger. Well, I'm glad your grandpa helped you get on the right side. Is Joe Kelly struggling? No, Joe Kelly is not struggling. The outing he had in Colorado, in my opinion, was not his fault. He should have only gave up 1 run, maybe 0 if defense does their job. And if the umpire and if everyone did their job besides Kelly. I thought he looked pretty good in Colorado. He's looked really good his last 4 or 5 outings. Big game for him the other night. So I think Joe Kelly is starting to look like the guy that we all wanted him to be, the guy that we kind of saw in October that Dodger fans were excited for. So he's still going to struggle at times, but I do think it's what we're seeing now is Joe Kelly. But he's not going to be perfect all the time. So if he does have a game or 2 where he sucks, we don't have to freak out or anything because he'll be back. He's good. As long as he shows up in October, that's all I care about. Hope Corey Seager comes back hot. Me too. It sucks. He was doing really well and he was really starting to heat up. He was one of the best hitters in baseball in June until that happened. Yes, this is live. I'm at the stadium right now. It's 4:49. Are the Dodgers the most hated team in baseball, or is it the Yankees or Red Sox? I think it's the Yankees, and then I think we're very close behind them. I don't think we'll ever be more hated than the Yankees because we're never going to run around and say 27 rings like they do, and I think that's why most people hate them. So, but we're up there. We're definitely one of the most hated, and I think a lot of it has to do with our fan base, and honestly, I'm okay with that. We're the villain, so it's fine. We're winning. People don't like it when you're this good for this long. It is what it is. I kind of like it, so I don't mind that we're hated. Which pitcher do you think the Dodgers should pick up for the postseason? Felipe Vasquez is who I'm excited for right now. So hopefully that happens. We will find out very, very soon. What injury? He messed up his hamstring in Anaheim. He was rounding second base and he kind of pulled up lame at third base. Unfortunately, very hot night, probably dehydrated. So it was his hamstring. Hamstrings suck because they can always come back the player's first game back. So I'm just hoping he's 100% before they bring him back. We're doing too well right now. It's not worth risking Seager getting hurt. Jock's going to do well. I expect him to make it to the second round. I don't know how much further he will go after that, though, to be 100% honest. They are just mad because their team is probably under 500. Probably. A lot of fans are very mad with the way we're playing right now. I think the only teams right now that aren't mad about what we're doing is the Yankees, Astros, and maybe the Twins, although the Twins have kind of slowed down lately. Or it seems that way. Thank you. I appreciate you watching my videos every year. Dodgers versus Astros World Series rematch this year. It's either going to be the Astros or the Yankees. So, I mean, I kind of put my money more on the Astros. But we'll see. It's going to be the Astros or Yankees. So, if you guys can beat the Yankees, then yes, I think it'll be Dodgers versus Astros. If you guys want to ask a couple more questions, I actually have to go soon. I have to do a couple things, so I won't be able to be on much longer. Favorite pitcher on the Dodgers? Walker Buehler. I love Walker Buehler. That guy he's got ice in his veins. He's a competitor. He's go out there and I like him a lot. And I'm excited. He's gonna be around for a long time. Who will be the ace in the postseason? It's a good question. I keep going back to Ryu, but then I remember how he did on the road last year in the postseason, and that was just not good. It kind of seems like he's doing a lot better on the road this year. The only place he really got beat up was St. Louis and Colorado. But I don't know. It could be Buehler, or it could be someone like Hill. It could be someone like Urias. That's the thing with this team is you never know who's going to step up and be the best pitcher, be the best hitter, because they're all capable of doing it. So, but I would lean, I think, maybe towards more Buehler. Buehler seems to be the guy that when he needs to get the win, he finds a way to do it. I think back to game 163, game 7 against the Brewers, game 3 against the Red Sox. So that's kind of the way that I look at it. Favorite thing about Dodger Stadium? Probably the view, just that you're kind of not, a lot of baseball stadiums are in the middle of the city, which I do kind of like, but I think Dodger Stadium's cool because you obviously can see the city from Dodger Stadium if you're at top deck looking away from center field, but it's kind of like we're in our own little place. We got the mountains all in center field, all of that. So, I don't know. I just really like it. I love the color of the seats. There's meanings behind that, which we can get into a different time because I kind of always get the answers mixed up for that. Well, I'm glad you came across the Jackie Robinson one. I appreciate you watching. Oh, $16 beer. Isn't that great? These MLB teams, multi-billion dollar teams taking all the money from us. How do you feel about pitching? I think they're giving up way too many runs lately. We have the best pitching in baseball. Not necessarily bullpen, but our starters, some of the best in baseball. So I'm not concerned whatsoever. Have you talked or seen Pepino Man lately? No, I haven't actually. It's probably just really busy. I mean, how can you not be with this team? But no, I haven't. Favorite player ever? It's probably gonna be Sean Green. I really liked the guy. He was very good. What do you think about Machado saying he and the Padres will win a World Series in 10 years before the Dodgers? I think Machado likes to be like we saw in the playoffs. He likes to be a villain. He likes to be a guy that pisses people off and says things that kind of get people going. I think he feeds off the boos. When Dodger fans booed him in San Diego, when they booed him here last time, he did really well. So I kind of just think I think he just likes to be that guy. I think he's lying, though. They're good. They could win a World Series, but I don't think they're winning one before the Dodgers. They'd have to get past the Dodgers to win a World Series, and I just don't see that happening anytime soon. Who would be our starting 5 in the rotation? This is going to be the last question I answer because I got to get going. Who would be our starting 5? Bullpen, they're getting better, slowly but surely. Starting 5 rotation in the postseason. It depends. It depends how much credit you want to give the how much the front office wants to trust Kershaw. What I think it'll be Ryu, Kershaw, Buehler, Hill, Urias. What I think it should be Ryu, Buehler, Kershaw, Hill, Urias. But that doesn't really give us any right-handers in the starting rotation besides Buehler. So I don't know 100% what's going to happen with that, but we'll have to wait and see. I definitely think it's going to be Ryu, Kershaw, Buehler, and I think Urias will be in there, but he's been doing pretty well out of the bullpen, so a lot of people say he might actually end up in the bullpen, so we'll have to see. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. There will not be a Q&A next week because I will be in Boston, but I will, of course, have the vlog for you guys, so I'll see you guys in the rest of the video tonight if you watch it. If not, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go Dodgers. Let's get this win tonight. And I will catch you guys later. Bye, guys.